Good morning, Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. We're going to look at the electronic H-Series Smith Corona typewriters, and we're going to install ribbons. It's not too bad. This is a DeVille 470, but they make a lot of models. In fact, where is my, there we go. Take a look at this before we even get started. So this is a DeVille 470. It's just a standard electronic typewriter that they've been making for quite a while. There it is. And power's on. Very basic typewriter. But Smith Corona was king of marketing their machines, and they have, let's zoom in here a little bit, all these different models right here. There must be a hundred, or I don't know. I think there's even more than that, because there is. On this side there's even more models. And they all are H-Series ribbons. They're all H-Series typewriters, like that. But they just decided to make so many different models, and some have a screen built in, some have spell check, some have bold, some don't, some have other features, some have some memory, some have some word processing, but they all are the same car underneath. They're all the same assembly in here. Same cord, same roller, same ribbons, same hammer. A lot of times there's a couple different hammers, one with a softer strike, but they're all the same machine. So let's take a look at this one first. And we're going to swap the ribbon out because it's bad. This particular ribbon is brand new that's in here, but it doesn't work very well. Well, the ribbon works, but the correction ribbon doesn't work. So these are kind of difficult to see into. They're just the nature of the model. All the nature of these smaller machines are this way. So they're types. Let's erase something here, right here. And it is time. Let's erase that word time right there. So there goes. Kind of looks like it erased it, but it didn't all the way. It's shadows. You can see the shadow here. Let me get zoomed in here. Let me get this cord on. A little more. Here we go. And you can see the shadow there. Pretty defined shadow. Correction's not always perfect, but that's really bad. So let's change that out. Like I said, that's a brand new ribbon, Smith Corona brand, and it comes in bad. That's not uncommon. I've seen that over and over again. Okay, so let's start with switching the ribbon. The machine, some of these move to the center, some don't. Best thing to do is just turn it off, and then you can slide the carrier back and forth. Should move freely. Take the ribbon off. This one's got the correction cassette style right there. You just snap it off. It goes on these little pegs right here, so you can just kind of push it and it snaps off. And there's your ribbon. That's brand new. I had marked that so I don't get them confused. That's brand new. While we're at it, let's show you how to switch the print wheel. You pull this little chrome lever here, opens this door up, this hatch, and there's your print wheel for all your print styles. It's got letters on this side. It's just got a little forky thing on that side. The letters go toward the platen. All you do is drop it in there and close this. It's got a little thumb thing right there, and it latches. And then when you turn it on, it resets itself. So to put the new cartridge in, the main thing with these cartridge ribbons, this is one that works good because we put a new ribbon in here. We actually took it apart and put a good ribbon in it. H-Series, they all have the word H on here. The main thing with this cartridge ribbon that people don't do right is this red piece right here. It's got a little thumb thing right here on the side. And it's kind of hard to see, but it ratchets. You can hear it ratcheting. Hear that ratchet? That tightens up the ribbon. When you put a new ribbon on, you need to put your finger underneath the ribbon, ratchet this, and when it tightens up, this piece right here will move inward. and you keep ratcheting it until this piece moves inward. So here we'll demonstrate it right here. I'm going to put this ribbon in, and then the ribbon just goes up in here where you would think it would go. It should have defined clicks on this side, click, on this side, click. So now you can't see that red lever. It's hidden underneath here, but put your finger under here, you can get it. You can see it move the little red piece right here. But watch over here, you'll see this little piece right here start moving after I ratchet this a few. There it goes. So that's it. Now it's ready to go. If you don't do that, it will flop out of there. So just to reverberate, there we go, red lever. It's going to move this inward. Put it in, snap it, red lever, until it moves. There we go. This ribbon is very simple. You just kind of square it up here and push it down. It's just got these little pieces right here, and they just go in these little corner spots. So you just kind of square it up with everything, push it down, as simple as that. So let's close this lid and power this up, and we'll see what the difference is between this ribbon and the new ribbon. So I'm going to come back down here to that word time, and I'm going to type in another phrase right there. Now is the time. I'm going to use the same word right there, and I'm going to erase it now. And we're going to scroll and take a look. So that's the difference between ribbons. It's got a tiny little shadow in the eye, but compared to that, it's like night and day. So if you got a shadow, you need a new ribbon. You not necessarily need a new ribbon. You need to do something because that ribbon's bad. Correct, sort of, but that's how these machines work. Very simple. Ribbon process is pretty simple on these. Get this thing focused up here. And I just attach away. Not too bad a machine, just the visual angle is a little odd to see in there, but it's not a bad electronic machine. It does have some neat features. This has only got a couple features on it. One of them is bold right there. So if you just press code and hold bold down, it makes a little beep, and now it's going to type twice as dark. Actually, double strikes there, so you get a nice darker look there. So that's how this machine works, and this is ready to go. But there's also a different version. This machine is a Sterling. And let me undo the cord back here. Plug it, move her in. There we go. This machine, even though it looks just like the other one, and it kind of is, it's even got bold down here, same thing, code bold. On-off switch, same place right there. It takes actually a different correction ribbon than the other one. So turn this off, move this to the center. This takes a 2-spool ribbon that looks like this. The first Smith-Corona Electronics H-Series all took this style ribbon. They didn't come out with that cartridge ribbon until later. But they overlapped. This machine's not that old. It's not nothing to do with age. It has just to do with the model. So this ribbon is a little trickier to put on. So we're going to do this one too while we're putting ribbons on. We'll start with this, and it's got arrows on here. Let's get it straightened out here. Get this thing straightened out. So this ribbon's got, the new ribbons have the full side here, and it's got little arrows on there. And this one's got arrows. So the full side goes on this side here. It's got this little springy thing here. And it's a little tricky to get on there. So the arrows go to the outside here, and it pulls off like that. So it takes a weird little turn. It goes on like that, and it comes from the back, and it goes around this little wire piece right there, and it twists, goes through this arm right there. You got to twist it, and you got to feed it through there, and then there's another arm over here, and then when it gets all done, this piece should be, arrows should be turning this way. See those little arrows on there? Get some focused up here. So it goes around this last arm. Got to keep this ribbon straight. Around that last arm. It's a little tricky, and then this piece goes on like that. Fell out of this arm. So maybe get something to grab it with. Put it back up in that arm. And then you can turn it, this guy here, to take up the slack. You turn it. And the arm fell out of place. There we go. Turn it, and then it should just start kind of even itself out. And when you turn it, this side will start turning like that. And then when it dries, it just lifts this thing up and down and it does corrections. So that's how it goes. The arrows are on the outside. That little big ear portion is on the inside there, right there. And it zips around these, get this cord down around here so I can get closer here. So it just goes through these guides there and there. You can tilt this thing back and see it a little better there. Go ahead and close that door. And just pop the ribbon on the same way as the other one. Just kind of square it up, snap it on, and away it goes. And sheet of paper for this. Put that in here. We'll see how this one takes. Too bad it was typewriter. Try the correction ribbon. There she goes. Correct the magic. Can't even see it. It's corrected right there. You can't even see it. So that's how this one goes, and this happens to be a Sterling. Same as the old ones from the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s. They decided to continue with that name on their electronic machine. Alright, that's how we do Smith Corona ribbons on small H-series electronic typewriters. Pretty straightforward. Good day.